Hey guys, thank you for taking the time to watch this video today. It is Freedom Friday. It is Friday. I've made it to the weekend and I'm happy, and this week was tough, and I'm glad, it's the weekend, and I'm sure you feel the same way. But anyway, thanks for just kind of pausing to watch this video. So with that, I just want to jump right into today's uh, jump right into what I want to share with you today. I want to share with you the gardener's approach to stress management. So this, I love plants, and everyone that knows me and everyone that's ever been around me would know that. Been around me in the summer would know that I love planting and gardening. So this past summer, with COVID just being fresh and all the restrictions coming down, and landlords, the eviction moratorium, and all the things that were stressful for me, um, I just decided that time to go to my garden, and I planted flowers for the first time this past summer than I've ever before. I would usually plant, pumpkins and um, bell peppers and a whole bunch of different things. But this year I decided to plant flowers, and I planted a bunch of daisies and a bunch of other things. But I enjoy plant life. I specifically go on hikes just to be able to see plants. I go on nature walks just to look around and see what's growing and where they are and what time it is. Because plants tell you, especially if you live in the northern hemisphere, you look, you know, depending on what season it is, you can kind of tell where the plants are, if things are budding, if they're not. So I'm into all that kind of stuff. So, but I enjoy plants, and that's what I chose to do. Enjoy planting and looking at plants, and that's what I chose to do this last summer when I was stressed and couldn't handle, was struggling with, I should say, all the COVID restrictions and how contrived our lives were becoming. But with that being said, I want to share with you the gardener's approach to stress management. So it goes like this. So when you find yourself stressed, you want to orient yourself to time. You want to figure out what time it is. You want to figure out, like, what are the big forces that are happening? Is it spring? Is it winter? Is it early winter? Um, is it late spring? Is it early summer? You have to figure out what time it is. And we're figuring out what time it is because like Jim Ron says, um, one thing is for sure: the seasons will always come. The seasons will always come, and you have to know that no matter what happens, they're gonna come. So knowing that can kind of help you understand that, like, yeah, this is just a part of the passage of time. So that's one of the things that I do to help ground me. So number two is you want to assess the situation. You want to figure out to yourself, how can you gain influence of the situation? You cannot control the seasons. You cannot control how long and how short they are, but you can control what you do within them. So how do you influence their effect on you? Number three, what can I do to make the best of the situation? So yeah, of course, like, you can't affect, you want to make sure that, like, yeah, if it's snowing outside, make a snowman, you make snow angels, carve things if you're into that. So just figuring out how you can, like, dance in the rain, so to speak, when you're stressed out, try to see positives in it. And then number four, act, then monitor. So once you figured out all these things, and once you figured out, like, what time it is, and once you know that you cannot grow flowers in the middle of winter, and once you figured out that, yeah, this is all I have control over. These few things are what I can do. And then once you have figured out, like, your plan, then you need to act. And then you'll find that, like, whatever worked in the beginning of the springtime or in the beginning of winter won't work in the dead of summer, in the middle of summer. And that's just the gardener's approach to stress management. I love gardening. Life is stressful currently with the COVID-19 restrictions, and I find myself all the time just wanting all of this to blow by and pass over, and just wanting to wake up from this nightmare or a dream, But you can't wish your life away. These times are here to teach us about ourselves and kind of like to cultivate strength from within ourselves. That's what these times are here for. These once we survive this, we will be so much stronger. It'll just these times will be a testament to like how much we can endure and how much we can thrive in the midst of adversity, in the midst of restrictions. Um, so I juggle a lot. I have, like my real estate business, which is a job for me. I have my case management business, which is a job for me. I have my children. I have my wife. I have everything else going on in my life that, want my attention, want my resources. But at the same time, you know, I have to, but I have to take care of me, and I have to, and that's the gardener's approach is the approach I take. I just take an approach of perspective, always giving myself a dose of perspective when I find myself stressed out or being pulled here, being pulled there. It's all about perspective. So I can say I'm being pulled, I'm stressed, my plate is full, but I could say, you know, what time is it for me? What time is it right now? What am I doing? What are the major things that are happening right now that are making me this stretched thin? And that's what I wanted to share with you guys today. So thank you for taking the time to watch this, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you would share it, and I hope you would subscribe to this channel if this is your first time watching. Thank you so much, and have a good weekend. Happy Friday, and have a good rest of your day. Thank you so much. Thank you.